Across the world resides a tale between the realm of the paranormal and urban legend: the black-eyed kids. There are a growing number of accounts of strange black-eyed children who appear on doorsteps, at car windows, and even hotel rooms. Their skin is pale, their mannerisms are almost mechanical, and their voices are monotone and demanding. They have one simple request: they want to be invited inside. There is a contemporary urban legend of paranormal creatures that resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16 that will show up at your door and ask for a glass of water, beg for some food, or even ask to use the phone. They are children, so they seem innocent enough, but they are reported to be quite the opposite. In fact, some believe them to be demonic. Simply put, they are trouble. Most people describe the black-eyed children as having very pale skin with not a blemish to speak of. Sometimes, their attire seems outdated. In extremely unusual instances, people have reported encountering creatures with talon-like feet. They tend to speak in a very cold manner and repeat phrases frequently, as if they've memorized key things to say and repeat. But their most startling trait is their solid black eyes. That will give away the trouble to come. Since they present themselves as children, you might feel the need to help them, but for those who have encountered these kids, that's the last thing they want to do. They want nothing more than to get as far away as possible from them. Abilene, Texas. Late one night in 1996, journalist Brian Bethel was waiting in his parked car just outside a movie theater when two young boys walked up and asked for a ride home. Bethel was nervous initially at the approach of these children, and he wasn't sure why. He estimated their ages to be between 12 and 14 years old. They began to speak to him in a very strange manner. They told him that they needed money to go to the movies and wanted a ride back home so they could get money from their parents. But Bethel felt very uneasy by their presence. There was something very unsettling about them. Finally, the children made eye contact with Bethel, and that's when he saw that their eyes were solid black. Not just the pupil, but the entire eye, solid black. Seeing this, Bethel was terrified. He put his car in reverse and pulled away from these kids as quickly as he could, but when he looked back, there was nothing there. After that night, Bethel documented his account on the internet, and soon others were posting similar encounters with the so-called black-eyed kids. Since the phenomenon got so much attention, others have come forward who talked about their encounters and sightings from as far back as the 40s and 50s. One of those encounters took place in a small, snowy town in Vermont. The story goes that an elderly couple heard 3 loud knocks on their door. They opened the door and saw 2 children, a boy and a girl. The children did not make eye contact and just stood in the doorway, saying, "Parents will be here soon. May we come in?" Hesitant, the elderly couple let the children inside. The kids settled on the couch. The elderly woman went to the kitchen to make some cocoa, while her husband asked the children questions that went unanswered. When the woman returned, she noticed that her cat was scared and angry with the children. One of the children looked up at the woman, and in a cold, monotonous tone asked, "May we please use the restroom?" That's when the woman finally saw them. The children's eyes were as black as the night sky. She showed the kids to the bathroom and returned to her husband, who was covering his face with his hand. She asked, "Did you see their eyes?" Suddenly, the power went out, and the house was as dark as the kids' eyes. The woman headed to the restroom and was confronted by the voice of the kids at the end of the hall uttering, "Our parents are here." The kids then exited the house, leaving the door wide open. The woman looked outside to see that there were 2 very tall and slender men at the end of the driveway waiting for the kids. The woman waved but did not receive the same friendly gesture. Then, the 2 men and children drove away together in one car. As soon as they left, the power came back on. Throughout the next week, weird things happened around the house. 3 out of the 4 cats went missing, with the 4th being found not long after its disappearance, dead in a pool of its own blood. The man, however, endured constant nosebleeds after that night. When he finally went to a doctor to get examined, they diagnosed him with skin cancer. No one knows where or how these so-called kids originated, but conspiracy and ancient astronaut theorists believe that black-eyed children are aliens trying to reach out to their home world, or that they could be a true alien-human hybrid. Whatever they are, one thing is clear: they want to enter your home, leaving some to believe that there is a more sinister plot at play. The phenomenon is so big, in fact, that it even traveled across the pond to the UK, where in 2014, the Daily Star wrote 3 front-page stories about sightings of the black-eyed children in the haunted pub of Stratfordshire. Ghost hunters who believe that the black-eyed children were extraterrestrials, vampires, or ghosts took these alleged sightings very seriously. Nowadays, people still claim to see the black-eyed children when driving late at night down an empty road, or outside of their window late at night, or even lurking in the shadows of their room. Many people have reported seeing the black-eyed children while experiencing sleep paralysis. Others, however, have awoken in the middle of the night because they sensed someone was watching them and found that in the shadows were these children. No matter what you think these children may be, the question remains: are they a paranormal fact or just another urban legend? Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and you'd like to see more content like this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so this gets out to more people and it helps the channel grow. Until next time.